Well, hot damn. You guys like some Towerborne, huh? Y'all were killing it with the love and support in that last video. I appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. But I'm going to tell you what. Oh, man. The Towerborne team, they just launched their game into 1.0 and everything. They're finally in all hype. They probably going to be looking at me right now like,
Really, nigga?
they probably they probably sick of me, guys, but I got one more thing I do want to talk about that I think will benefit the future of Towerborne. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanak127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk to y'all more about Towerborne. However, if you want to stay up to date on all things Towerborne, make sure you are liking today's video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and let's go ahead and get right on into today's topic. So, we all know how I'm feeling about Towerborne right now. The game is wonderful, has a lot of things going on for it. It's a hybrid of an action RPG and a beat 'em up. It's big fun to play. It's on multiple platforms: PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Crossplay and all that fun stuff. They're doing a really good job with this game. I have to say, hands down. Despite the whole class thing and the other complaints I have, they've done a lot right with this game. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got the opportunity to explore endgame yet because I'm still working my way through it. For those who don't know, I started a new playthrough on PlayStation just because I wanted, to check out the PS5 version. But once I get there, I'll be sure to let you guys know my thoughts on that as well. But, not to take up too much of your time, one little mistake I do think Towerborne made is it skipped a platform. Now, I don't know why. I don't know, what's the reasoning for it. But when I look at the different platforms for Towerborne, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, I feel like there's one place that this game is meant for. And the way I've been fanboying for it lately, you guys probably already know what I'm going to say. But I want y'all to listen to me carefully. A crossplay ARPG beat 'em up hybrid. When you put those terms together, what's the first console that comes to your mind? Especially if you were someone who's played on the previous successor of this console. Yeah, Nintendo Switch. And I'm not talking about the original, but specifically Nintendo Switch 2, because one thing about Towerborne is it's on all the current gen consoles for a reason. So I'm under the assumption that it probably doesn't fare too great on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. If it doesn't fare too great on those platforms, I highly doubt it's going to fare too great on the original Switch either. Now, I could be 100% wrong with that. Towerborne could prove me wrong, and they could release a version that runs on Switch 1 and 2. And if they do, bravo, more players for them. But a game like this, especially where these kind of games thrive, we've seen success with games like Scott Pilgrim, Absolem, and just all kinds of other beat 'em up style titles and stuff like that on the Switch platform, and people love it because of the portability. And Microsoft themselves have even made it a key point to bring more of their exclusive titles to the Switch, especially now the Switch 2, since this console is more powerful and more popular. Why is Towerborne not on Switch 2 yet? Now, granted, the console's not even a year old. They might have not had development kits. There's all kinds of reasons. Maybe the dev team wants to do it. Maybe they're in their studio working on this port right now as we speak. I have no idea. But I definitely think this is an opportunity that Towerborne, especially of all games, does not want to sleep on. And I'm saying this because I want Towerborne to get to its maximum potential. I want it to have all of the availability and accessibility possible for every player. That's how you're going to get the most out of this game. Alright, it's an action RPG beat 'em up at the end of the day. So that's why I recommended in my original video. More classes, more class variety is definitely something that Towerborne needs. But being able to be played on one of the most accessible platforms right now, because it's a hybrid of console and mobile, oh yeah. And most ARPGs, roguelites, beat 'em ups, and anything in that bubble of style games always succeed and do extremely well on this console. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to get Towerborne on the Nintendo Switch too. Guys, I think that's an opportunity that Towerborne can't afford to miss. and let me know how y'all feel about it down in the video comments below. And also let me know what y'all want to hear next about Towerborne. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.